call the commission meeting to order. Madam Secretary, please call the roll.
Western Commissioner Johnny Williams.
Present.
Eastern Commissioner Bradley Jackson.
Present.
Presiding Commissioner Lynn Morris.
Present. If you'll join me for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you all very much. Friday, July 25th. Okay, today we have today's agenda, approval of today's agenda. We have, boy, Miss Maddie's been extremely busy. We have approval of
Items for removal.
Items for removal. We are going to remove the closed session on litigation and we have today approval of many financials. We have a certified court order. It's the CART Fund it's 07-24-2025-01. We have several minutes. I know you all looked at them. I looked at them last night and they look very good. 6/13/25 regular session, 6/13/25 closed session. That was a personnel closed session. We also have closed session litigation on 6/18. We have 6/24 closed session on litigation and personnel. 7/10 we have regular session. 7/16 we have a regular session. 7/16/2025 closed session on litigation. On 7/17 we have a regular session. 7/17 regular session. 3/15 7/17 closed session on personnel. On 7/21 we have a regular session, and 7/23 we have an emergency regular session. 7/23/25 closed session on litigation. So those are all the things that will actually will bring us up to date, I think. I need to make a motion to approve the consent agenda as stated.
So moved.
Thank you. We got a motion.
Second.
We got a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, we're ready to start the agenda. Tucker Jobs, Mike Ussery with the Senator Smith, U.S. Senator Smith's office. They wanted to give an update. Mike Ussery was going to do it.
He is running late.
Okay.
He's probably about 10 minutes out.
That's fine. So that's fine. We'll catch up with him when he gets here. So our recorder, Ms. Kelly, going to do a quarterly report. You're up next.
Okay, so you guys were emailed the reports that I'm going to go over. Second quarter report, we've taken a total allocations of $205,047.48, which is up about $16,000 for that time period last year. We recorded 1,184 transfer documents. We recorded 43 plats and surveys in one quarter. We recorded a lot of plats and surveys. Year to date, we've taken in $371,742.72, which is up about $68,000 from last year at this time. For the year, we've taken in 90 plats and surveys, 2,245 transferred documents. And that's all I have.
Very good. You guys have been very busy, and that shows a lot of growth in our county. Any comments or questions?
Just where do you think your growth is? Where's your percentage? Is it just plats and
From
recordings?
last year?
Yeah.
Well, we've just gone up in recordings in general.
Just a little bit of everything?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I will say, there several years ago, we still bring in money because when people are doing bad and losing their houses, we still have to record documents to reflect that. We have seen a little bit of an uptick in foreclosures, but not much that I think it's something to be worried about. I think we'll probably get a pretty good uptick once they decide to drop interest rates too, because all these people that have borrowed money with the higher interest rate will start refinancing.
Hopefully next week.
So when that
Yeah,
stops, I
it's
think
gonna
we're going to
happen.
get some more, we'll get a little bit. We'll get an uptick on recordings of deeds of trust because people are refinanced for that reason.
Yeah. Okay.
Very, 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 very good. Thank you very much. Hey, will you I think maybe Mike's out there now. I saw somebody. No, that's not Mike. So, okay.
Well, it is, but different mic.
Yeah. All righty. Very good. So the next item is Resource Management Director, Mr. Todd. Update on our county plaza.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
So I sent an updated copy of our task checklist on Monday. Of course, quite a bit of activity has taken place since then, but even from that you can see it's mostly check marks completed on everything. So we're getting very close to the end. This week, as far as the clinic interior goes, it's nearly completed. They've got all the countertops and cabinetry installed. They had to do, a few detail pieces, make them fit right, but they got those in. It looks great. As you can hopefully tell from some of the pictures I included. They've got all the sinks installed and connected. That was kind of a worry point, but not anymore. They've got the IT racks installed. We're just awaiting connection to the outside fiber and the replacement siding, which will cover the majority of the outside of the building. That has arrived and it's being installed as we speak. They started in the section right near the clinic, so it really has taken on a more completed appearance. DeWitt will have their serious cleaning crew begin their final cleanup of that space next week. It's already looking a whole lot better than it did. As far as our ongoing electric installation drama goes, we did have to get a second generator delivered. The first one, when they went to start it up, through some error faults, and it didn't work. And its whole journey from where in Kansas City to us kind of explains why it didn't work. But that's up and running, so that's great. We have a viable source of power so that we can get the clinic going. Otherwise, the trenching is done. We're awaiting Liberty to get out there and run the wire and do their end of the work. As far as when that will be completed, I don't know. Hopefully sooner than later, but we've removed every barrier that we can to help make that happen. Natural gas, that is completed, connected, and that's looking good. The fiber installation was one of my last worries, but the Liberty Connect folks, they made quick work of that trenching. I was shocked how fast they were able to move through an area, especially I watched Spire pound on some rocks for like 2 weeks. They brought out a different piece of equipment. It's like a giant saw, and they just mowed right through that area of rock pretty quickly. It was amazing. So hopefully they will finish that up today and begin pulling wire either Friday or Monday and have that connection ready to go. So bottom line, I think we're in a great place to be able to turn over the clinic space as planned. It's going to happen. As far as the overall site goes, ESS did not have a whole lot of activity out there Monday and Tuesday. David Lundstrom came out from Great River, and we walked through the site to try and identify, what's left to do, and listed off quite a few items. I think we're going to sit down with their project manager and go through that and make sure that we cover everything and try to get it done as quickly as we can. They should be setting up to pave a lot either tomorrow or early next week, so that will be a big game changer. It'll make it look very much completed. Don't really expect any major change orders or added costs on the horizon. We've actually quantified that giant pile of topsoil in the back, and we're preparing a deducted change order that I believe is an amount that will effectively balance out the change order number 7 that we did for about $52,000. So that's a good way to help minimize our cost and utilize the materials that are on site. So that's great. Probably the next big item is figuring out where to put a mailbox.
Figuring out what?
Where to put a mailbox. I mean,
Oh.
talk to the post office and what we can do. But the Cary TC people are very concerned about having the mailbox. So we're working on that. That's really all I have. If you have any questions, I can try and answer.
I appreciate you taking the initiative on the topsoil stuff, because that's a substantial amount of money that helps offset that cost. So thanks for looking into that and digging in, and that helps with those change orders. So
It does, and it'll make the site look a lot better. Because I have
Exactly.
a mountain of dirt
Sure.
behind everything. So that is all.
Yeah, very good.
So I drove through the site the other day, kind of looked at everything, and noticed that they were getting ready, or they were prepping, around the curb and guttering, cleaning that up so
Yeah.
they could put the asphalt in. And,
Yeah.
I mean, that's something that, our turnover day, hopefully they can maybe get it started tomorrow, because the turnover day being next week.
Actually, it'll be the 4th.
Okay.
So we've got all next week.
We got
to get
all
it
next
done.
week to get it done, okay.
But they actually were taking care of putting topsoil inside the islands and so forth, so they don't have to do that once they've got the asphalt down.
Yeah, the pile of rock that was dug out,
Yeah.
that's there, what's the plan on that?
Our east and western road crews are gradually taking that for their various projects.
Okay.
It's diminishing bit by bit, is it not?
It is, and it's awesome, so thank you.
Yeah, it is.
Good, nothing's going unused.
Yeah, no, that's good.
It's better than the quarry rock we can get at the time, so it's really great for armoring some of our waterways and protecting against erosion. So very grateful for that.
We do have a giant amount of really large rocks that I'm sure landscapers would love. You have to talk with Ms. Kim about arranging a massive rock auction or something.
A rock auction.
A rock auction. Not a rock concert.
Okay, any other comments, questions? Very good. Just keep us informed. We're excited, so
Good.
we're going to finally get it opened up, and it's starting to look really, really good.
Yes.
I want to come out there next week and look at it myself. Maybe, Mark, you can go with me, and we'll take a tour of it. Okay? Very good. All right. Next item on the agenda is Mike Usstring.
Oh, okay.
We're
Then you
gonna-
gotta come up here.
Come on up here and just give us an update, Mike.
Oh, okay, sure.
Works with Senator Smith, U.S. Senator Smith, and let us know what's going on. And
Yeah.
sorry Tucker couldn't come here.
Yeah, Tucker had a family deal pop up and everything, but no, I mean on our end, right now, obviously they got through the reconciliation package deal, and got that done, which at its core is basically just extending those 2017 TCJA cuts, or the tax cuts. The senator led the rescissions package through the Senate on that, and a lot of that was related to USAID funding of some different things overseas. Like the senator has said, like, hey, they don't line item how that money is spent when Congress appropriates that money, and then so, if Congress views things through the lens of that this money's being spent inappropriately, they feel like it's proper to be able to claw some of that back, and so they got through that, and that was about a $9 billion rescission package. I think it was the first one maybe that's been done since either 92 or 99. I have read both, and so I'm not sure if somebody was just misspeaking on one of them, but it's been a while. And then just moving forward, like they got the Farm Bill. I think we're expecting to see some language on that, hopefully from the House side in September. And we'll see what sort of shape that takes. Right now, it's kind of hard to say. The senator would like to see more farm in the Farm Bill, especially with some of the crop protection plans for folks farming that are, subject to some different weather concerns and everything than the rest of us. But we'll see what shape that takes. They'll also, I'm sure, the fiscal year ends September 30th, and I'm sure around September 15th, September 20th, everybody will freak out that the 30th is, a couple weeks away, and so I would anticipate the budget being, doing a continuing resolution and kicking that out towards December, which that's just based on, like the last 15 years or so of my time on the federal side. That's what tends to happen every single solitary time. And so we will see, again, like if that happens exactly like that, or if it, happens a little bit differently, but that would be my anticipation, is that they won't be able to get that done on time. And then with his work on, since he's on armed services, working on the NDAA, the Defense Authorization Act, setting the budget for the military and everything. That's like a year. As soon as they really end one of those in December, they just kind of start to work, about February or so each year on the next one and everything. So working through that, and a lot of priorities with, Fort Leonard Wood and Whiteman in the state and everything and stuff. So those are kind of the big things that he's been working on or anticipating working on moving forward and all of that. But always happy to answer any questions.
Appreciate you being here. A couple of things. So tell us, Mike, what committees that Senator Smith serve on?
Yeah, he's on Armed Services, he is on Commerce, and he is on the Judiciary, which is one that he added just this year. So. Okay.
And then we're live on YouTube, so we have a lot of citizens that are watching live right now, and they'll watch it later on if they can't watch it live. And there'll be a lot of senior citizens watching too. So my question is, I've had several seniors, and of course I'm just slightly a senior myself, and but I've had seniors call me, and since we passed the budget, and they're talking about Social Security. So I've heard two different things. I've heard that seniors will get a tax credit on Social Security, and then I've also heard that Social Security income tax has been eliminated for seniors.
Yeah.
Is it a tax credit?
It's a tax credit. It's a tax credit. I believe the Senate parliamentarian said that they couldn't just eliminate the taxes on Social Security, just with the way of going through the reconciliation process like that. But it is a tax credit. I believe that it is a tax credit that runs through a particular length of time. I want to say 29, and then I would anticipate that a Congress at that time will end up extending that. But yeah, it's a tax credit that they'll file for whenever they file their taxes. So.
All right. Well, I don't want to get political, but I mean, just yesterday, President Trump was on TV. He was doing a press conference, and he said that that one of the things he was touting in 6 months was eliminating Social Security tax for seniors, and he's not eliminating the whole thing. And
I can't. I won't speak for the administration on anything of how they word things.
Might give
it's a little bit more detailed on that.
Might give a little hint that it's not eliminating all the things. And so people are calling me and asking me about it. Now, I don't really know a lot, so you know more. But I wish he would be a little bit more careful about how he says that. Because it's.
Would you mind telling him for us?
Yeah, I'll pass it on.
I'm sure he'll listen.
I'm sure is that where I would start? On what to be careful about?
Well, actually, Senator Smith will listen to you. I'm not sure if President Trump will listen to you. But anyway, no, thank you. Any other comments or questions?
More of a statement than a question, but with the Missouri Supreme Court ruling on the marijuana tax, not being able to stack, have they talked much about that when that was going into? Or are you familiar?
I've not heard when anything would be going into effect.
I mean, they basically ruled that the counties can't collect if it's in the city, and so I just wondered if they had any conversation about that or any.
Not on the federal side, as far as I'm aware of. Really, the only thing over the years on the marijuana revenue side of things has been just removing some of those restrictions to where the banks can accept the money from that and everything, to where you're not essentially encouraging money laundering.
Sure.
So, but even that has not been anything that's gotten significant traction. I know the senator has said before he'd be open to that conversation on that, of figuring out a common sense solution to it, because it's out there now, so.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I think they can deposit money in banks as long as they're not federally insured.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know, and in conversations with some of the folks even running those businesses in the past, what they describe, even what they're planning to do with the money is, it's money laundering.
Yeah.
I don't want to get, it explains it very well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the problem. And the decision the Supreme Court, Missouri Supreme Court made yesterday is actually a very disappointing, because, you know, on the ballot language is created by the people that wanted recreational marijuana passed in the state, and so people voted on that assumption that I think it would go to law enforcement or whatever it'd go to, and that it was okay to do, and now they've reversed it. And now I'm always worried now about if other taxes, could there be other taxes that could be considered stacking? So there is a lot of things going on in the county that is city tax, county tax, and things like that. So anyway, we'll wait and see.
It'll be interesting to see kind of how
We'll
these
wait and
get viewed, yeah.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate
Yeah,
you
sorry to be a few
coming
minutes late.
OTO board meetings where Commissioner
Right.
Jackson and I go to, and we appreciate all those updates.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, sir.
All righty, next item on the agenda is, I think we will bring Ms. Kim up here next. And Resource Management Director, are we doing something on a contract renewal?
Good morning, Commissioners.
Good morning.
So this is on a renewal for real estate services. We did ITV 2022-9. Several years ago, we awarded it to Brett Hines with Marnie and Brian Stone with Keller Williams. The original contract was for 3 years with options to renew for 2 additional 1-year terms, and this is the first renewal. And this renewal began July 26th and go through July 25th of 2026. Our recommendation is to renew the contracts for Marnie and Keller. They've kept the same percentages, 3%. I know that our Director of Resource Management has used one of them in the past couple of years. The other one, Keller Williams, we have not used, but we just have them just in case.
Yeah. Any comments or questions?
You feel
on
like
that?
you've been happy with communication and structure?
I think they've been great. I think you all have been a party to
Sure.
all that communication as well. So it's certainly y'all's decision. I would recommend.
So these are the only two.
We had 3.
We used to have 3.
We had Estes, and then last year they didn't want to renew with us.
Okay.
And so, and then so this is the
Okay.
only 2 left.
Perfect.
All right. Need a motion to approve
I can make
the
the motion
renewal?
to approve the realtors for the...
Okay, the 2 realtors that we've had. Need a second?
I just second that. That's just for the record, that's contract renewal ITV 2022.9.
Okay, very good. We got a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. It passes.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, now we're at the communications, and I think, Ms. Amber, do you have communication that you want to give us?
I do. I sent you guys an email yesterday on an update on the clinic.
Yep.
It's very exciting news that we actually have a date. We are officially opening to the public on the 25th of August. To the people, not the public.
I was like...
I'm very sorry.
We are.
The employees meant to say that our people, yes. But we have we went and changed all of our marketing materials again because they all said opening in September. So that marketing team got everything changed. We received them late yesterday. We have our emails ready to go. So that will be going out today. There'll be a landing page on our website to kind of get people to start seeing that. We're going to start walking around talking to people about it. We've got magnets coming in. We got some different things. And then we have our grand opening that I emailed you guys about yesterday. It is set for September 3rd. And Chris Russell with the Chamber is all over it. He wants to be there.
That's awesome. Have a ribbon cutting, make it good.
Ribbon cutting. We're going to have an open house that morning from 8 a.m. to noon. So our employees can go and check it out. I mean, I think they're much more apt to use something that they have been to and they know what they're walking
You
into.
can ask questions.
And yes, and that'll be a time for them to interact with the providers, and we'll be there as well. They're going to run that. We did learn that we have to run all of the hype up to it, but then once it's open and our employees start to become patients, then they can take over all communications, but we'll be starting it from our end. I'd like to come and give you guys an update weekly at the commission meetings. We'll start doing a countdown once we get closer. But if Carrie TC is taking possession on the 4th, they are fully confident that we'll be opening on the 25th. And then we'll call that our soft opening, and then we'll have our grand opening next week.
I think that's real exciting. Any comments or questions? One thing I'd like to say, because we've got a lot of people watching on YouTube, and for the people that's here, I might just start out with a little discussion why we're doing this clinic, and then Ms. Amber, you can chime in, because this is, people have asked me why are we building a clinic for employees, county employees. And the way I look at it is the idea had already started before I got here in 20. But I think the primary reason is obviously we're concerned about our employees. How many employees do we have today?
Last year was 250.
How many?
255.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, 255. So I mean, think about it. We're responsible for a lot of people. We pay 100% of their premium, health care and premium, and we want to make sure their health is as good as it can possibly be. And one of the things I learned over the time I've been here is we have a lot of employees that unfortunately do not have a family practice doctor. That's the start of health care, and they end up utilizing urgent care and ER a lot more than what the standard would be, and that is extremely costly to our health insurance, and helps to increase our premium costs, our health care costs for employees. And so we are hoping that by having a physician, a healthcare person there in the clinic, that the employee and their family members will go there first instead of waiting until they need to go to urgent care or ER, and that's going to help them, and it's going to help us. And I think it's over time we'll keep increasing our benefits and services, and I think we even have additional plans that we'll discuss later on after we make sure that we are taking care of our own employees first.
We'll be utilizing it for workers' comp as well.
Yes.
So if anybody's injured at work, instead of having to go through the clinics, we'll send them to our own,
Right.
which will help us control those costs. Also, we will be utilizing them for our pre-employment and random drug screenings and reasonable suspicion if it ever comes up. But so there are other things we're going to be utilizing it for as well. These hours are going to be Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 8 to 5 on Monday, Wednesday, and then Friday's a half day from 8 to noon. And they are going to take an hour for lunch in the middle, but we had that staggered from 12:30 to 1:30 because we do have a lot of pre-employment drug tests that happen during other people's lunch hours because they likely still have a job before they're coming to us. So we did talk through that. Those are just the hours to begin with. We're going to start to assess if that's opened to conversation, and also as we grow, we need at least probably 18 months of data before we can start to talk about that. But our goal will be to be open, 5 days a week.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, obviously, I think the commission would love to have the clinic open 5 days a week and Monday through Friday, and you don't just get sick on Monday, Wednesday, or Friday. You get sick on Tuesday and Thursday, and you get sick on Saturday and Sunday and everything else. But we have to start somewhere, and we'll get the data. We'll get people used to this. Will be a change, but I know you all will educate. We're going to really stress and educate to our employees why we're doing this, and we'll all work together doing that. And we get the people in a habit of going to our own clinic. It'll be better for them and better for the county. We're gonna save taxpayers money too. So I think it's
To offer them a service and control our costs at
Yeah.
the same time. I mean, that's
Yeah.
the concept.
yeah. And then I'm excited to see what Mr. Todd can do next with the rest of the space in that building, because we'll be talking about, the commission will be talking about moving another part of our campus over there to the new campus, 40-acre campus. So very good.
The big message I want to get to you guys for you to share is when we're doing this rollout, we really want employees to know that HR is not running that clinic. That is going to be run completely by Carrie TC. There are rules and they cannot contact them yet. So
Right.
we're just getting the word out that it is coming. The only interaction that I will have with them is workers' comp, which if anybody's ever been injured, you know we're going to talk every day anyway.
Yeah.
And drug testing, anything that is going to be health-wise or dealing with their own health conditions or their dependents, we're not going to know anything about that. That is their health care. So that message does need to be relayed to people, so they understand that. And I don't want it to be confusing that we're doing the rollout.
Right. The county has entered into agreement, and they will be running the clinic for us. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much. One other announcement I have, we'll see what the other gentlemen have. We are now starting, for at least the rest of the summer and fall, as far as I can see, having our meetings at 9 o'clock. We've had some at 8:30, 9:30. We're going to try to consistently do them at 9 o'clock. There may be a time when we need to have it a different time, but I want to try to have them consistently where the public knows that it's going to be every week at 9 o'clock, and we'll go from there. Any other messages or communication that we need to give out today?
Not necessarily communication, we just need to set the work study for next week to address the planning and zoning issue that was tabled from last week's meeting. So if we could...
We can follow that possibly even after the
We're going to try to, look at
commission
your...
meeting if you want. I mean,
Look at, you're
that works
exactly
for you.
right, Commissioner.
Yeah,
Williams.
that would be
So,
fine.
We're already here,
Just
so...
want to put a date and time on it so
Do it,
that we
yeah.
have it on our
We need
schedule
to.
and we actually do it.
Let's just plan on making sure that on Thursday, Mr. Todd?
Going to see if possibly we could put a pin in that for a week. I know that Scott Hayes will be out on vacation next week. And perhaps we can work together and set it.
We can follow on Thursday and just follow it after commission.
Yeah, I'd like to do it like right after a commission meeting on Thursday, so if we can't do it next Thursday, we'll do it the following Thursday. But I want to do it as soon as we can.
And I have a feeling next week may be a little hectic with that being the final week
Okay,
before we get this.
then is that okay? We wait.
That'd be fine, and
And-
honestly, if, I'm the one that punted those two topics. The one with regards to stormwater,
We could bring that back next
that one
week.
can be brought back. There's my reservation does not lie with that topic, but lies with the accessory dwelling units. I think that's the one we need to study deeper, so if you want to bring that one back next week to be on a regular agenda for passage,
Yes.
unless the other two commissioners have an issue, I think that one's fine to pull back, and then we'll work on the other one in 2 weeks.
And then whoever you want to get, that gives them a couple weeks to get prepared, whoever you want to bring with you or whatever to talk on.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Mhm.
And unless we would do a work study on the cars, the commission automobile.
We do need to have that.
Unless we do that on a, well, no, you're going to be gone. Ms. Kim's going to be gone.
We can do it the same Thursday.
So we probably need to move it back one more week too, and we'll do it back to back with the planning and zoning. That'd be okay?
Yep, that'll work
We
fine.
we
We'll
we
set
know
that
we're going
for-
to do those.
Be perfect. That'd
Okay.
be just for the record.
Yeah, we got a date, we're gonna give that to Miss Maddie, and
It'll be August 7th.
okay.
The election.
Is that election? Are you gonna be?
No.
No.
Just making sure.
Oh, that's not.
Yeah, yes, I'm sorry.
And you want to do both work studies
Yeah.
on the same day?
Yeah, we're just gonna do them.
Yeah,
back to
August
back.
5th would be the election, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So it
Yeah.
would be election week.
Yeah, and so we'll do them back to back. We'll figure out which one's first, and we'll have them back to back, okay? All right. Anything else? If not,